That's it.
Dear council members, Kfir Bibas was 262 days old when he was kidnapped into Gaza, along with his parents and his 5-year-old brother. Today marks 263 days being held hostage. He has been in captivity most of his life. I do not understand how 9-month-old baby was ever a danger to anyone. Today we also don't know if he is dead or alive. Some people here are asking for the city council to pass a ceasefire resolution claiming Israel is the aggressor. I ask, what danger did a 9-month baby pose? Why are most ceasefire resolutions circulating around only ask for Israel to cease fire? Prior to October 7th, Israel had a ceasefire with Hamas, which I'll remind you and everyone here is a recognized terrorist organization. Hamas broke that ceasefire on October 7th. In fact, Hamas has broken every single bilateral and mutual ceasefire with Israel. This shows that Hamas is not a good faith partner. And even so, ceasefire deals have been offered to the terrorist organization, and they are the ones who decline time and time again. Some here mention the amount of innocent lives lost in Gaza. What they fail to mention is that it is 100% the fault of Hamas, that uses women and children as human shields to protect their underground tunnels, weapons, and themselves. Another item that seems to be conveniently forgotten to be mentioned by the opposition is the tens of thousands of Israelis who have been rendered refugees within their own country due to the massacre, torched communities, and unceasing bombing by Hamas. There is no mention of Hamas's intention to repeat October 7 over and over again until all Israelis are dead and Israel no longer exists. When a terrorist organization starts a war, they don't get to complain when they lose it. And frankly, it isn't our place to speak for or against it. Not only is it a waste of city council time and resources, in the grand scheme of things, we are a small city and neither Hamas nor Israel will care what San Marcos votes for or against. Therefore, let's move on and focus on measures and agenda items that make a significant and meaningful impact on our community. Danielle Ben-Signor was my childhood best friend. On October 7th, she was at a festival celebrating peace. That festival was the famous Nova Festival where the massacre began. She was one of the many murdered that day. Yet I'm not here to ask you to condemn Hamas. I stand by my statement that this is not a city council issue. Thank you for not entertaining this and standing strong with what matters for San Marcos.
Thank you, Miriam. Next up, Amara.